Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crazy Kitsune Gaming with Fuga, Melodies of Steel 3. Alright then, so now we are officially into Chapter 1, Marionnette. A few months after Malt's disappearance. Malt, where are you? Chick, Hack, Wappa, Jin, Sheena, Brits too. Protect us. I won't let anyone else die. I won't die either. If we do not defeat the Kaiser and rescue Malt, our friends' deaths would be in vain. That's right. Since the Taranis came back to us, the rest of us have to... need to do this. Once again, the Berman Empire launched a large-scale invasion of Gasco. The heinous act occurred as the Berman Empire unilaterally abrogated the peace treaty. Once the children of Gasco learned that Malt had been captured by the Berman Empire, they, along with the army of Gasco, prepared themselves to war for their country's survival. At a great cost to the forces of Gasco that served as decoys for them, the children succeeded in raiding the colossal flying battleship that was the Berman flagship. But under the onslaught of the spell-enhanced Berman army, the children had already lost half their companions. Is this the right way, Kathy? Affirmative. I've confirmed an elevator directly ahead. The lower level houses this ship's main engine. Multiple enemy signatures also confirmed. I'm sure that's where they're keeping Malt. Just wait for us, Malt. We're all coming to rescue you. Would you like to review basic battle strategies? And the answer to this is going to be yes, review battle strategies. This will essentially allow you to go into the combat tutorial. Just to be safe, let's review strategies as we move forward so that we can all survive this. It is as you say, I do not wish to lose anyone else. Yeah. Understood. Activating basic tactical navigation procedure. Alright then. So, as you can see on this line at the top of the screen, the tutorial's going to explain this, but I figure I might as well explain it straight away. This line at the top is essentially showing you the route that you're going to be going along, and all of the different things that you will run across. So at any time you can actually hit your double window button to open up the help menu. This will actually show you all of the different things you can run into. So, yeah, for example, the blue arrow is the start, which is the beginning of the route, and then the red one is the target waypoint, which is essentially where you're going to want to be going to. The red explosion is the battle. That means that it basically means there's a group of enemies waiting for you at that part of the route. The number that it shows beside the icon itself is actually showing you how many different groups of enemies are in that area. There's also the elite battle, which is essentially the purple version of the normal icon. It basically just means it's the same as a normal battle, but it's going to be far, far more difficult. Those are all of the important ones for now, but I'll quickly show you the other ones that will pop up on the other two pages. Because these ones are also important, the most important ones. The green heart is the HP recovery waypoint. The blue spark is the SP recovery point. SP is going to be your primary resource. And hit points, of course, like most games, you need those to survive. Then you have the blue and green ones, that means they're going to restore a little bit of both. And then you have the plus blue-green ones, which means they're going to restore a lot of both. Then there's also the yellow bags. These are basically where you're going to be getting loot from. And then there's the third one. All of these aren't really going to be incredibly important quite yet. So for now, let's head on into battle. Now beginning battle tutorial. Alright, so those items that were lit up, those are the cannons of the tank. Use the giant tank Taranis' 3 gun turrets to attack the enemy. Children placed at a gun turret will attack with their skilled weapon type. Select the grenade launcher to attack the enemy. So, yeah, now, one very important thing that they don't quite tell you right off the bat is you can use the right bumper to analyze whatever enemy that you're fighting. So this one being the Daemon Hund, the Berman army's new mass-produced biocharged tank. it utilizes bio-batteries to emit electricity. Delay it to interrupt its aria. So essentially, the aria that enemies have is essentially going to be their special attack that they will charge up. I'll explain how to interrupt it quite shortly, but for now we're just going to go ahead and attack. Now, the red bar that it has above it is its health bar, and then right below it is the yellow clock. This is the enemy's weakness icon. So essentially, if you attack the enemy with a weapon that is the same color as said weakness icon, you'll actually stun the enemy briefly. So essentially, you see here how it's showing that Socks is the attacker, and then it's showing the yellow gun by his name. That means that he's using the grenade launcher, of course. The grenade launcher is the yellow weapon. There are also the blue machine guns and red cannons. So do keep that in mind, because there's a lot that you can benefit from by delaying enemies. So for now, we're just going to attack it. So we've hit it once, it's now delayed, and at the top, you can actually see the turn order of everyone who's going to be attacking and all the enemies that are going to be fighting back against you. So I'm not sure if you noticed it, but when we hit the enemy, it actually pushed his turn way farther back. So you're going to be wanting to stun and hit as many of the enemy's weakness icons as possible, so that you can constantly keep them from being able to do anything. Because if an enemy attacks you, if they actually get hits off, that's going to be absolutely horrendous. So avoid that. So now we're just going to hit him with another grenade launcher. Alright then. And as you can see, now we have Boron. He uses the cannon. Also, all of the different weapons in the game work a little bit differently. You have machine guns which have very high accuracy, because keep in mind, you have a chance to miss when firing at an enemy. And they also shoot very quickly. Now, we don't have any machine guns for this tutorial, but we will be needing them a lot in the future. Then you have the grenade launchers, which we were using earlier, which are meant to be a balance between the machine gun and the cannon. They have pretty good accuracy, and usually it's about as much accuracy as you're gonna need. They have a decent damage, and of course they can stun any enemies that have the yellow weakness icon. Same thing with machine guns being able to stun enemies with blue weakness icons. And then you have the red cannons. They have high damage but low accuracy, and they take a very long time to reload compared to machine guns and grenade launchers. And of course, they can be used to destroy red weakness icons. So then, let's go ahead and finish off this Demon Hund. And he is now gone. Alright then. So now, as you can see, after each battle, it will actually give you the results of the battle. And depending on how well you do in the battle, you'll actually get bonus experience. Because see, you're going to be needing experience, and a lot of it, so that you can level up the crew of the tank. So, by getting these higher ranks in the battles, you can level them up faster. What actually determines the rank, and thereby the experience multiplier, is, as you can see, how many actions it took to win the battle. In that case, it took 3. Damage received in the battle. The less damage you take, the better that's going to be. Same thing with actions, the quicker you win the battle, the better. And then there's also technique. This is the one that you actually want to be as high as possible in regards to actually getting that extra. Now, technique is a little bit odd in how it's calculated. basically what makes it go up is destroying those weakness icons, again, a very useful thing to do, using abilities, and a few other odd mechanics that we haven't quite gotten into yet, but we will very shortly. In results, the experience points and items obtained can be obtained depending on the outcome of the battle. Win the battle with the least amount of actions, and avoid receiving damage to earn more experience points. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I will explain the rest of the mechanics because, yes, there's still more new mechanics to discuss even after all this. So until then, please consider liking and subscribing as it motivates me to make even more videos like this, and until then, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.